Here we go. Whoa. Now, producer, I need to ask you, should I have the hat backwards or should I turn it around? So backwards, not, or which, no. Okay, well, and she said, you know why? This isn't a 4-head, this is a 5-head, right? Nod your head. Okay. Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent. Here to talk about those beloved fixed index annuities that everyone loves to go to the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar. And it sounds too good to be true because it is. They're not bad products. So the question of the day is, do they get market returns? I mean, you're getting pitched that they do, right? So Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, including yours. What's the short answer before we go to this musical interlude, before I start talking about it in detail? Short answer is sometimes, but not all the time. And with that, let's go to the musical interlude and then I'll explain. Okay, producer, I'm back. No? Okay, sorry. Okay. How about that? How about that? A little hip hop? No, okay. Here we go. Indexed annuities. Hey, here's the bottom line with it. I'm going to give you a little short history on indexed annuities. So sit back, grab your coffee and tea, and Stan the Annuity Man tells a story about indexed annuities that's true. In 1995, indexed annuities were put on the planet, 1995, it's a long time ago, to compete with CD returns. Not market returns, CD returns. Hey, that's a good thing, right? Nod your head, producer. Yeah, it's a good thing, CD returns. They protect your principal. They're fixed annuities issued by life insurance companies and regulated at the state level. They are not securities, which means they're not market products. Now, I said earlier in the thing, producer, that they do get market returns sometimes. Sometimes. They do. I mean, but blended returns over time, you have to expect CD returns because that's historically what they've done, and that's okay. So if you said to me, and I always ask these two questions to people when they say, okay, I'm thinking about an annuity, Dan. What type of annuity do I need? Okay, here's the two questions. That's a great voice. It's kind of like that nasal thing. You know, my producer's got this cold right now, but she's better. She's got the cough drop in. But anyway, what do you want the money to contractually do? It's the first question. Go ahead and answer it. And when do you want those contractual guarantees to happen? Got it? Now, you can't answer the first one, I want market returns, and you can't answer the second one, I want to protect principal and I want that to happen now. You can't, okay? If you're looking for principal protection, like you don't want to lose a penny, you don't want the markets to affect it, you don't want anything to happen to your money. You've worked hard, you've laid it on the line. There's two annuity products that do that, two. Multi-year guarantee annuities, which are fixed rate annuities, which is the annuity industry version of a CD. That's the first type, and I've done videos on that as well. And then the second type is fixed index, not indexed, indexed annuities. Those are the two types that protect your principal 100%. Now the difference is, with a multi-year guarantee annuity, it's like a CD, you get a specific interest rate. You know that interest rate. That interest rate's going to happen, you lock it in for a specific period of time. Duh. CD, nod your head. Nod your head, exactly. Index annuities, I'm not going to get in the weeds here because this is going to get ugly. It'd be like showing paintings to blind people. No offense to blind people. But index annuities are based on a call option, typically on an index. I'm going slow here. And typically that index is the S&P 500, not including dividends. So in essence, in English, contract anniversary date to contract anniversary date. So let's just say December 1st to December 1st. That call option will expire. Now at the end of that expiration, you're going to get some of that upside if there is any upside. Now the annuity companies limit that. They call them caps and spreads and all this stuff. It's pretty complicated. But the bottom line is you're going to get a portion of that. But if the planets align themselves and the unicorns chase the butterflies and the Republicans get along with the Democrats, there are years that those returns might be pushing a market type return. But most of the time, unicorns don't chase the butterflies, the planets don't align themselves, and the Democrats don't get along with the Republicans. Nod your head, producer. Okay. What does that mean? You're going to get CD returns. Or worst case scenario with an indexed annuity is you're not going to lose any money. Now, there's a bunch of guys out there, guys and gals, agents, that they use this thing called zero is your hero. That's garbage. That's French garbage. That's crap. All that means is you're not going to lose any money. Let's just say you're not going to lose any money. There's no zero as your hero. That's malarkey. I hate that. No offense to people who use that. Just stop using that. It doesn't sound good. But the bottom line is the worst case scenario is zero with an indexed annuity. Best case scenario is you're going to get to lock in a portion of that index call option, not including dividends. And by the way, I say that because with the S&P 500, over 50% of the return are dividends. Duh, exactly. So, worst case scenario, you don't lose any money. Best case scenario, you get to lock in an amount, CD type, enhanced CD type returns. But here's the best part, I think, about indexed annuities, if you're thinking about them rationally and trying to own them rationally, is that gain is going to lock in permanently. So here's the first year, locks in here. Okay, so you start here, and then the third year, let's just say you get zero. Okay, big deal. It's still at this level. You haven't lost any money. In the next year, you get a return. It's going to lock in. It just kind of stair steps and locks in. It doesn't stair step and lock in at 9 and 10 and 11 and 7 and 8%. It stair steps and locks in at 3 and 4 and 5 and 0 and 2 and 3. Rational, right? So I'm going to go away for 2 seconds. Do not leave, because I got to grab something. And then I'm going to tell you the real way to use indexed annuities. All right, producer, are we ready? We're not ready. Okay, sorry. All right, here we go. So how to stand the annuity man and his army of clients across the country in all 50 states, how do we use indexed annuities? 2 ways. If you want it for pure principal protection, we can do that. But the primary way that #1 agent in the country uses indexed annuities, I attach income riders, which are attached benefits at the time we do the application that guarantee a future lifetime income stream. See, to me, annuities are all about principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. The acronym is PIL. Most people are looking for annuities for income for life. So I use indexed annuities with these attached income riders for future income guarantees. Now, those future income guarantees are in place, but when you attach them to an indexed annuity, a fixed indexed annuity, you're in control of that asset. You don't have to use that income stream. You don't have to turn it on. You can control that principal. You can change your mind, but it's there. It's like having a pension that you can turn on, but you don't have to. Flexible. It's good. And also, too, it's a very efficient and affordable and low-cost way to deliver that income guarantee. Rider, I mean, it's riding on top of that indexed annuity policy. I think that's really the best way to look at indexed annuities. But, getting back to the original question of, hey, do they get market returns? I know everybody out there was like, please, Stan, tell me they're going to get market returns. Please tell me, please, please, please. Tell me that I'm going to get market returns with principal protection. Please, Stan, please. No, you're not. You might 1 year out of a bunch, but not consistently. Be rational, be pragmatic. If it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time with annuities. Why? Because annuities are contracts. And as I told my wonderful producer behind the camera, who's a very dynamic woman, and I told her this, and I said, this is a sentence you need to remember, and it's a saying you need to answer every question with. You can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. I know you're saying, what was that? That's the annuity man telling you that index annuities are good, they're contracts, and if they're used properly, they work, but you can't polish them up, right? So remember that. I know you're saying, he did not just say that. Yes, I did. I did just say that. All right, so now that you've brought yourself back up on the floor, I'm going to say it again. You can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. Indexed annuities. I did a video, the truth about indexed annuities. Boy, it was a good one. I think it won an award. I'm not sure. It was up for an award. It should have won an award. I do these videos all the time. I do them every day, Monday through Friday. I have no life. I've been married for 31 years. I have 2 daughters in their 20s. What do you expect me to do? This is what I do. I'm the #1 agent in the country for a reason, because I tell the truth. And we look at annuities for the contractual guarantees only. Now, a little self-promotion, hang in there with me. All right, every day. Right now it's for The Street, great site, thestreet.com. I write a blog every day. I do these videos every day. I do a podcast every week called the Annuity Man Podcast on all major platforms. And you can go to theannuityman.com for the best annuity calculators on the planet to find the best contractual guarantees for your situation. Why? Because I represent pretty much all carriers. All carriers won't stand the Annuity Man as part of their gig. Do you blame them? No, you don't. No, you don't. Do you blame them, producer? No, you don't blame them. So with that, hit the subscribe button, please. Go to my site and get my books. I'll send them to you for free because I'm just like that. I've 7 books. I'll send them to you for free. Just sign up at my site at theannuityman.com, and I'll see you on the next video.